So let's take a look at the WordPress dashboard, and in this video I want to show you the basic features of the WordPress dashboard, how to log in, where your various different resources sit, and how to get started. So to log into your dashboard, for most people you would just put in your URL at the top of the page and you would put in wp-admin, which would take you to the page that I'm already on, and you put in your username, which would have been assigned to you, and your password, and hit login. Once you log in, you'll see that you have a welcome to WordPress dashboard for the first time that you log in, and in there you've got the option to customize your site, write blog posts. Basically it's for all your key content. If you are done with that particular section, you can just click close and it will dismiss. There's three main areas on your WordPress dashboard. You've got your grey toolbar across the top, which has your profile information. It also has the ability to post new posts, media page user, comments, the updates that are required, and links out to your external site, and of course links to WordPress sites as well. And if you navigate to your page, you can also have the option to keep this toolbar at the top of the page so you can quickly and easily edit the existing posts or publish new posts. You've also got your main dashboard, which we've explained in a little bit of detail, but you can see we've got what's happening on the site right now. You've got your comments down the left-hand side, and you have some other features over on this right-hand side, which you can customize, as you can see, or move around, drag and drop them into different positions. The left-hand side, this sidebar, is your main content, and this is where you provide most of the areas for you to post new content. So under posts, you'll find where you can add a new post or view all the posts that you've published. You can also see your categories. So they're the posts, they're the files by which the posts are set into. So for instance, if you publish a post, you put it into a category of, might be news, it might be under the gallery, and that's just another level of filter. And then you've got tags, and that's another level of filtering as well. Media is where you can upload pictures, which you can also do via the post editor, but we can go into media more detail later on. Pages is similar to posts, but they don't sit in a category. You obviously have the content. Under appearance, you'll find that's where you can activate different themes or upload different themes. You'll also have widgets. Widgets are your sidebar in WordPress. That's where you can have latest posts, latest comments, and things like that down the right-hand side or the left-hand side of your site, depending on which theme you've got. You can edit menus, so you can move your menu around or create a new menu. Again, that's dependent on the theme, and there might be theme options included in there as well. There's also plugins, so this is where you can install new plugins or upload new plugins, and you can also enable and disable certain plugins from the plugin directory by using that. Users is where you can add new users to the site, and different users can have different permissions. For instance, they could be an author, they could be an editor, a subscriber, or a contributor, and that would change what they see within the dashboard and what they have the ability to do. Again, we'll go into more detail on users in a separate video. You've got tools. So tools mostly enable you to import content into your WordPress site using RSS or another WordPress. You can also export content, so if you're moving from one version of WordPress to another version of WordPress. You have settings as well. Under settings, you'll find various different tabs. We'll go into a little bit more detail here. You've got general, writing, reading, discussion, media, and permalink. So under each one is just the ability to customize each individual part of the WordPress files, not so much the theme, more of the file. So for instance, you have your site title, the tagline, the address of where the site is located, and the site address of where the WordPress files are located. Really important that you understand how they work, so don't just change them. Otherwise, you'll find that you won't be able to log into your site. Your email address, default user roles, dates, and time formats. For instance, it's important that you change the date to the location of where you are located. So if you ever want to, in future, enable a certain post to appear at a certain time, then obviously you'd have to have the date accurate. The time, you can go into writing, and this would just have more on what the default post categories and default post formats. We usually leave them as fairly standard. And if we go down to reading, you can also post via email, as you can see there, but I'll go into more detail about that separately. We're just going to do the basic features here. The front page, you can display different home page. You can either do a static page or your latest posts. By default, WordPress will do your latest posts. Discussions is more around your commenting features, so you can go through the details there as to whether you want to have comments close after 14 days, for instance, or whether people are allowed to post comments or not. You have your media, so the different thumbnail sizes and image sizes, and how you want to upload your files. Again, that can also be controlled by the theme. And lastly, the permalinks, and the permalinks is your URL structure. So that is a pretty quick overview of your dashboard. Most people would probably head straight into the posts. As you can see, that's the area where you'll see all your posts. If you need to edit categories, you can go in and edit your categories in here by changing names. Of course, you can still add categories via using the post editor, and you can also upload media by using the post editor. So the post editor is definitely the most popular place for you to head to. For the other features under appearance, things like widgets, menus, themes, I'll go into more detail of those on a separate video. So hopefully you've got a good navigation around the WordPress dashboard and you're able to head in there and start posting content.